Oheka Castle in Huntington was just featured on the silver screen as one of the locations in filmmaker Alex DeMille's new movie, The Absence. DeMille recently screened the film at the Long Island International Film Expo in Belmore. DeMille shot most of the scenes across various locations on Long Island. He says he was inspired by the environment he grew up around.
I'm from Long Island originally. I grew up in Garden City. Spent a lot of summers out in the North Fork of Long Island and kind of that farm country, wine country area, and it really such a beautiful area, and I kind of wanted to make something that kind of captured the essence of it. Ended up making a pretty dark film, but it was a film I wanted to sort of have a nostalgic quality too. So I think a lot of my memories of, being in that area over the summers and sort of baked itself into the story. The scene in Oheka Castle was actually very easy. They graciously let us shoot there for 2 days. So we did all the exteriors on one day. The second day was just devoted to the library scene, and it's really nice to have like a full day to just devote to a scene that's really important. You can really focus on getting actually getting every single shot you need and getting all the work you can do with your actors, and it was a very long scene. So in the library scene, the first meeting between Ben and Malcolm, we had a full day to shoot in the library, which is just an incredible location to be in, and really gave me the time to work with the actors and get the shots I wanted, get the lighting right. The scenes where the children, we first see them on that farm. That was a horse farm in Jamesport. And when Ben walks on the field and encounters the children for the first time, that's a farm in Orient. Most of the forest scenes that you see are at Dam Pond Reserve in East Marion. So all the stuff with like the birch tree forest and the forest with the guys with the knives, and they're pulling the knives out chasing Ben. The field where Ben gets stabbed and we see him, the final scene between him and Malcolm was actually this beautiful overgrown field we just found that was on the edge of a housing development, and I think the housing bubble bursting really helped me out because they had frozen any kind of construction going on there, so there was just an open field. It was managed by this real estate company, so we just found the realtor, called them up, said, hey, you guys this is just sitting here, can we film here for 2 days? And they said sure. So it was just a lot of generosity and a lot of people saying yes, so I was lucky. It's kind of a noir mystery with some horror elements, some kind of extra paranormal elements. It's about a guy who works for a company. We don't know quite what the company does. He works in Manhattan. He's sent out to this mysterious town to go investigate something. People are missing, strange things are happening. He's sort of piecing it together. So it's sort of about a guy waking up and sort of figuring out what his role is in this bigger picture and having a kind of moral crisis. And there's a kind of the backdrop is this supernatural plot. Yes. I mean, it's nice to be somewhere where people are going to see it and they're going to know that's the lighthouse on Montauk, or that's we know where this is or that is. So it's kind of nice to be in a place that has a connection to the places where I shot and where the film is. So.
And Alex's father, author Nelson DeMille, says he completely supports his son's creative efforts.
The screenplay is not my format. I'm very different. To me, it's a difficult format. But when I read screenplays, I can at least understand them. I can critique them. I don't think I can write them. I've tried the screenplays. It's not, and I'm very in awe of people who can write a 90-minute film on 90 pages of screenplay and make the whole story come alive. And Alex has that talent. I've seen Alex's film in different stages, and I saw it actually being shot. It was kind of a tougher process than I thought. I mean, I've been on a set a few times with movies, but when I saw these guys and young women, 21, 22, 23 years old, making this film out on Long Island. It was all shot here on Long Island, in the North Fork, a little bit of Manhattan, a little bit of Huntington. But amazing process, and you didn't think it was going to come together. Then when the editing was finally done, and there it was. There's a lot of talent here, as we know, on Long Island. And some of the best independent films come from here, but also some of the best filmmakers that wind up in Hollywood. You like to see them stay here. It's always been everybody's dream who's into film and on the East Coast is to have this place, Long Island and Manhattan, obviously, and Silver Cup Studios and the whole thing, and maybe Grumman's, more of Grumman someday, right into it. The talent is here. When I go out to the West Coast to work with filmmakers, I've had a couple of movies made. What I see is that half of them are born and bred on the metropolitan area. They're from New Jersey, Connecticut, Long Island, and New York, and Brooklyn, a lot of Brooklyn. So the talent is here, which is interesting, but yet the industry is there. But I think we can get the industry more here. Hopefully that's what we're going to see in the future. And so much good TV is made here, and I say, why not feature films also?
For more information about the movie and to find out how you can see it, check out the website theabsencefilm.com. Chris Collora,